October the 3rd. Now we see why they did the emergency broadcast on October the 4th. You understand? Why did they do that? They did that because they didn't want you to know that they did a SnyderAct, which we actually got our rights back. Okay? So understand that. Proclamation of Indigenous Peoples Act. You see that? Look at that. Proclamation of Indigenous Peoples Day. Look at that. I understand that. That was a proclamation done. All right? Now look, why I say it's 2023? Because it was done in 2023, guys. It was done in 2023. They did this. Okay? So you got to go back and check these things out. You have to go back and see what took place. Because we was given our rights right here. Okay? We was given our rights. So understand that you had an act, a treaty act that took place. Of course, they revised the 1866 treaty act that we had with the government. You understand? Maxine Waters did that. She revised that in July 2027. 2027. Okay? Now, if you don't believe that, let's just go back and take a look at it. Okay? Now, we're supposed to be getting paid out $2,500 a week or $11,000. No, $2,500 a week, $11,000 or something a month, and over $133,000 a year. Okay? Now, you got to go back and you got to do your paperwork on the SnyderAct. I'm in the process of learning how to do that same thing myself. I just came under understanding of this knowledge right here. Okay? So now, we're going to look up the 1866 treaty and see what happened. All right? 1866 treaty. Okay, let's see what happened here. What happened? All right? The 1866 treaty following the Civil War with the 5 civilized tribes. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Treaties in the United States containing provisions addressing the status and rights of freed slaves, so-called, right? So-called. And persons of so-called African descent. So-called, because we're not Africans. Residing among the 5 civilized tribes. 5 tribes. Okay, now, all they did was use the Native Americans to take us into slavery so we cannot be able to stand up and get our rights back. They did that to hide the fact of who we were as far as the American Indians, those that is indigenous to this land, okay? Now, let's understand that what happened with this reconstruction of this act. Let's go see. Let's go see when they did it. You understand? Because you will notice that it was done in what? July 27, 2022. Now, how'd y'all miss that? Somebody talk to me now. Because apparently, we missed that. Right there, we missed it. Because Miss Maxine Waters, she done a number on them in Congress to make sure we got our rights back. So there's no more black. There is no more African American. There is no more of those derogatory terms that you're going to put on the greatest people that ever walked the face of this earth. Everybody tries to be like us. They try to mimic our music. They try to mimic our dances. We are the salt of the earth. You understand that? We're the city that sit up on the hill that cannot be hid. How can you hide the talent that comes from us? Who can jump higher? Who can run faster? Who can think better? Who has made the inventions? Who created all the things that was created? Come on now. Walk with me. Look at that. July 27, 2022. You see that? This happened. All right? So let's go back, people. Go back and see where your rights is. Go understand that you was given rights back again. Let's do the SnyderAct. Let's go put the paperwork in. You all right? Let's do those things. All right? I'm just here as a brother to kind of help enlighten y'all to understand that we was giving our rights back, but nobody knows it. Hey, nobody knows it. Nobody understands what's going on. Everybody's on TikTok fighting each other over this, fighting each other over that. When that's money to be paid to you. That's capital to be paid to you. You out here suffering and you don't have to suffer. Suffer for what? And when this law right here done been revived, when they done came in here and revised this treaty You understand? And gave us our rights back. Come on now. It's time to put in your paperwork. Come on now. It's time to get your cards. Send your paperwork in. Go to the dolls rolls. Yeah, put your name on the dolls rolls and watch what come up. And once it come up, whatever tribes come up, go ahead on, put your paperwork in, get your birth certificate, get the death certificate or birth certificate of your parents, and whatever their last name is, if they passed away, put in as they deceased. Put your paperwork in. Send it in to the Bureau of Indian Affairs. Send it in to the tribal place that you send it to, the tribal nations, from one of the civilized tribe. Watch what happens. Watch what come up. All right? It's going to come up. All right? So go check this out. This happened July 27, 2022. Just last year. Okay, guys? With that, I'm going to close out. Now,
etc., and he generates more conflicts of interest. And what Marvin will do is he'll go into someone else's court case. Say your court case was litigated on like 6 months ago, and you already got the book thrown at you. He'll go.
Now, I want y'all to...
The post is your remedy.
The new law that starts in January 2023 saying that if you've been convicted of a criminal offense, you can...
Studying child support. You know how people say that you can't be put in jail for a debt, but the Attorney General, there was Attorney General opinion says that you can be put in jail for a debt for a penal code violation.